My guest now is Kyle Thornton from JK Productions. He's joining us to tell us about Laugh Till You Scream. Kyle, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Happy to have you here. Now, I'm very curious. Tell us about Laugh Till You Scream. What is this?
This is a live event that my fake brothers and I are putting on to bring both thrilling movies and local stand-ups from the Twin Cities up to Duluth. We'd like to bring it to more places around the state and try to get people to go back to the movie theater because there's been a decline over the past 10 years, but specifically because of the pandemic and then again because of the work stoppage last year that was necessary and important.
So it's combining film with stand-up comedy.
That's correct.
So it's like a live show, but also a screening?
It's a live show with a screening component, and then you will be able to ask questions of the filmmakers because they will be there, and the stand-ups will host the questions that the audience has.
So where does the Scream come in?
The movies that we're going to be showing in Duluth are specifically thrilling. They're horror movies. I was making movies, horror movies with my fake brothers most recently because from unknowns, people are more willing to accept horror, documentary, and sci-fi.
Oh, okay. So are these like local horror films?
We made them in and around the Twin Cities.
Oh, you made them?
I
and
made
your
them.
Fake brothers. And who are your fake brothers?
We call ourselves the Farks Brothers because we're farcically brothers, and it worked for the Movie Baiters podcast we have on Spotify. So.
Oh, cool. So maybe you could share about some of the films that you've created that people would be able to see here in Duluth.
Sure. So it's going to be 3 shorts that we specifically made for a festival down in the Twin Cities called Z-Fest. And one is about a puppet that haunts a young girl. One is about a woman who just moved into a new house and is hearing bumps in the night. And another is about difficulties with pregnancy. But the main feature will be My Friend Molly, which Nick Michael, I call him Nick Farks, came up with when he was a young boy, and it's kind of a female Freddy riff.
Oh, okay. And so then you're highlighting these films, showing the films, having a screening, and then who are the comics? Tapan
Sharma and Chris Dedenne. They are, well, Tapan I met up here in Duluth, which is why we're having the event in Duluth, because I was at Catalyst 2 years ago, and he was at Catalyst as a screenwriter who also does stand-up. We realized we were around the same age, we both lived in the Twin Cities, so we started working on film projects together. Specifically, we're here in Duluth this week to do a pitch for one of our TV show ideas.
Oh, cool. So why bring together horror and laughs?
I specifically believe that the ability to make people laugh and make people feel thrills or chills or scares are similar. It's about tension, tension, release of tension. Mm-hmm. Because in a joke you have the setup and then the release of the punchline. In scary movies, it's what was that, and then the score, gives you something to be frightened about.
So they kind of go hand in hand.
Similar, yes. And I'm hoping that people laughing will help loosen them up and have a good time when they're watching the thrilling movies. We're also going to do this similar event in Woodbury on the 6th, the Sunday before the Friday we do this event, to practice it, and because we have a friend who we also met up here at Catalyst who made Canusa Street. So we're going to be showing Canusa Street with a wedding DJ pilot the Sunday before we do this in Duluth in Woodbury, which is a suburb of St. Paul.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. So you're going to have a busy weekend there.
A busy week, yes.
Yeah.
My wife already signed off on it. This is not how she's finding out.
That's good to know. So what do you hope the audience takes away from Laugh Till You Scream?
It's going to be a weird comparison, but I hope that it reminds them of going to church, because I know, we're in rural parts of the country and people go to church, even though that's declining too. I like people having a shared sense of community when they go to the theater. That's what I liked about going to the theater. I was talking to you before we started that I'm from the UP of Michigan, so it's kind of isolating up there, even though it's very beautiful, just like Duluth. Movies offered a chance to explore new worlds, understand new cultures, and empathize with people I would never meet.
So how can people check out Laugh Till You Scream?
We're selling tickets on the West Theater's website. I could hold up the poster here. There's posters going up around town with QR code. You could scan that. and it should take you right to the ticket link.
October 11th.
October 11th at 9 p.m. at the West Theater. I want to quick mention that one of the co-directors and production designer for many of the shorts, Elisa Eftelin, designed that poster. Hi, Elisa.
Give credit where credit's due.
Got to.
So once you finish up Laugh Till You Scream, do you have any other projects on the horizon? It sounds like you're very connected with the local film industry.
Yes, I'm still working on writing features with friends and fake brothers. And then we would like to bring Laugh Till You Scream to different parts of Minnesota. So if you're seeing this and you're in Eau Claire or Rochester or any part of Minnesota and you have an independent theater or think that you could fill an independent theater, we would like to bring our show to you with stand-ups who are cutting their teeth on the Twin Cities stand-up scene, which is, there's open mic nights and regular shows in the Twin Cities every night. Acme Comedy is there, and yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool combination of films that you've put together and then also supporting local comics who are trying to make a name for themselves.
Again, I just think that people need a reason to go out to the movie theater, so stand-ups make it a live event. If you look at macroeconomics, live events have increased in popularity since the pandemic, and movie theater attendance has waned. The average moviegoer goes to 2 movies a year, so please make one of these the 2 movies you go to.
Kyle, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you for having me.